Okay, hi everybody. Welcome back to another live stream. Um, Michael Tamaro is saying, "Dad," or was that a question for me or for the image that was just on the screen? I wonder if any of you saw that initial image that was frozen before I came on. If you knew who that person is. Hi, Skyscraper Television. Hi, Mr. Pizza Bones. Hi, Chris Bungo Studios. Nice to see you again. Rich says, Chris. Chris, nice to see you again as well. And let's see. Cale Jones says, congrats on Beyond Vaudeville Live selling out in New York. I was going to buy some tickets and fly out there from Minnesota next time, I guess. Wow, Cale. That's incredible that you were going to come out from Minnesota. Yeah, we did just sell out the show coming up November 13th. But stay tuned. We might be able to figure out how to do another show. Maybe in Minnesota. No, I don't want to say that just yet. Although David and I did actually appear at a taping of a show in Minneapolis. There was a show called Access America that featured public access shows. And it's one of the few things that I don't have video on, and I'd love to find that. David and I were live in the studio, and it was really fun being out there in Minneapolis. Let's see. Pig Guy is saying, "Cool to hear you on Frank Santopadre's show." Yeah, that was a real treat for me. If you haven't heard it yet, Frank Santopadre, who, of course, did the great podcast with Gilbert Gottfried, now has a new podcast, Fun for All Ages, and I was on there talking about game shows, which I've watched many, just like all of you, and I've worked on a few. So that was a lot of fun. So anyway. Matthew Fuller pointing out a fact that I had shared about Robert Stack's wife. I'm not going to say what it is. You're going to have to listen to Frank's podcast to find that out. But we have a lot to get to tonight because I've been digitizing a lot of tapes. And this is a lot of audition stuff that's super, super rare. I know you never saw any of this before. So I thought we'd get started with James Quall. We've looked at a little bit of James Quall before, but at the time I was trying to get James to appear on Jimmy Kimmel Live. I had run into him at an autograph show out here in Los Angeles, and he just seemed like a real interesting guy. As I started talking him up at this convention. And when I asked him if he had any talents, he said, "Oh, no, I don't." And however, the more I spoke with him, I found out that he was obsessed with 1950s beach movies, 50s, 60s beach movies. And he had written one of his own, which had not yet been produced, actually still has not yet been produced, but he wrote some original music for it. So I had him come in to audition, and let's start off with little James Quall.
Just say roll. Okay. Hello, it's James Quall. This song composition is a song about these imaginary surfers, and what it amounts to is they're shouting out their schedule. They're frenetically playing electric guitars and moving about, and they're shouting out their schedule. The song is entitled Beach Blast. We're going to have the best time yet, a summer that we'll never forget. All over Malibu, there will be so much to do. We just arrived at the shore. We'll surf the biggest waves and more. This we can forecast. It will be a beach blast. After surfing, we will be splashing all through the sea. When we have ceased to swim, each guy will find the girl for him. We will lie down on the sand. In trunks and bikinis, we'll get tanned. Then start to move again fast. It will be a beach blast. We'll spend a lot of dough in restaurants and go back to the beach at night and hold each other tight. In the moonlight we will kiss so much we may think that this is enough to flabbergast. It will be a beach blast. Before we've had our fill, there will be one more thrill. We'll go into the bars and listen to guitars. On the floor we'll dance wildly. Before it's over there will be spectacle that's vast. It will be a beach blast. It will be a beach blast. There. Now, of course, this will work better with actual guys, actual people about 21 years of age, the big, strong surfer fellows and the lovely ladies in the bikinis. Work out better with that, and real electric guitar players too. I'm going to keep buying those lotto tickets, and I'll keep buying lotto tickets. I also visited Malibu just yesterday. I've thoroughly analyzed the coastal area, but I have yet to get to the Malibu Lake area to examine that part. So
where they shot.
So I know how the story. So I know how if I get a winning lotto ticket, I could actually shoot the thing because I know where everything is now.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. Whole thing here. Three cue cards.
Hold this up?
Oh yeah, good. You
Okay.
could see if you.
All right,
and
Grant,
if
if
I
we can
get
just
a-
let him do
Well,
some impressions
well, this would be
here.
interesting. Do a monologue in swimming trunks. That.
Okay, so just let's go through these then. Can you read
Okay.
those from here? Yeah?
All right. Oh, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is James Quall, and this has been quite some presidential election campaign, Kerry versus Scary. The trouble with President Bush is that he keeps trying to be like Reagan in the 1980s, when what he should do instead is try to be like Nixon in 1974. Oddly enough, a lot of people are planning to vote for George W. Bush. Why couldn't he be the President Bush who picked Dan Quayle as his vice president? John Kerry has definitely had many images. He wore a military uniform. He grew his hair long. Then he cut his hair and became a senator, and now he's running for president. He's the Madonna of politics. I never could quite see them as candidates. They seem to be more like television commercial actors. Kerry should be advertising Shout stain remover, and Bush should be pitching, well, what else? Hoover vacuum cleaners. I've often appeared on the Junior Christian Teaching Bible Stories program, and I've brought out many special guests to give anti-drug statements, and we're in for a treat tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Because this is election year, what we have today is the currently living presidents of the United States of America. Good evening. This is President Gerald Ford. I would never take any of those drugs. I fall down too often already. Good evening. This is President James Cotter. I never sold any drugs. I peddled peanuts instead, and look what it got me. Good evening. This is President George Herbert Walker Bush. Read my lips. No new visits to drug dealers. Good evening. This is President William Clinton. I want you to know why I'm opposed to drugs. I'm in favor of pupils wearing school uniforms and not growing up to wear the type that have numbers across them. Good evening. This is President George W. Bush. You should not complicate your lives with drugs. Congress is taxing enough. Like Mr. David Liebe Hart, I also have some things to say about aliens. A lot of people think that the Martians are here on Earth, and there is some evidence to support that. Whenever Mars is photographed, nobody's there. The most famous Martian is Uncle Martin. He often has pointed his finger at objects and levitated them. You can tell he's from Mars. Most Earth people won't lift a finger to do anything. I saw Alf in a pet shop, and he was looking at some cats. Must have been his lunch hour. E.T. has been performing daredevil motorcycle stunts these days. Well, that's the way E.T. is. He always sticks his neck out. It's not true that the aliens only use flying saucers. Some of them take public transportation. They go around in flying planes. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So there you have it. Amanda Luss is saying, what year was this? Yeah, that kind of would be a puzzle, I would guess, for a lot of you, given the references to Gerald Ford, E.T., and then various presidents. So anybody want to take a guess on what year this was? He did say it was an election year. By the way, Chris Bungo Studios, thank you for reminding me. Chris Bungo just contributed to the super chat. Thank you so much. Chris says that was great. That was great. I can only imagine my friend who choreographed many of the Frankie and Annette beach films working with James on his beach film. Wow. Chris, that's pretty awesome. I think I should get, James Quall's number to you, and you should get that to your friend, because I'm sure your friend would appreciate getting frequent calls from James Quall looking to produce his beach movie. But anyway, Chris, thank you for contributing to the super chat. It does help in digitizing all this footage, and there's a lot of it. Okay, so there are many guesses here on what year it was. Skyscraper says after 1993. That's correct. Buttermilk Jug says 1992. No. Michael Tomorrow says 2006. Nope. Josh Chase, 94. Nope. Pig Guy got the right answer. It was 2004 is when this was done. Hi to everybody who's joining us a little late. John Toth is saying aloha from Honolulu, Hawaii. Hello to you, John. Thanks for joining. And then Regan is saying, much love all the way from New Zealand. Are there going to be any more MTV Oddville uploads? It's been so long. Yeah, Regan, I mean, there's plenty of material always that just is packed away in boxes, and slowly but surely this stuff is coming out. It's all been stored away for years, and have just really started digging into it. So anyway, we've been watching James Quall. This was an audition that he did for me. And I first saw James Quall on the Los Angeles Public Access show, the Junior Christian Science Bible show, which was always hosted by the great David Liebe Hart. And James was a sometimes guest on there. So let's move on to the amazing James Liebe Hart. Sometimes he goes by James Unger Liebe Hart. And here he comes.
There we are.
What song should I do first?
Well, do you want to start with the Asian, I Love Asian Women?
Okay.
All My Friends Love Asian Girls.
Okay. All right. This is a song I wrote called All My Friends Like Asian Girls. One of my friends, Michael Boyd, had an Asian girl, and this other guy named Dick Kintro, who was a friend of mine, had an Asian girl. It just became a fad like Pepsi Cola. Everybody wanted that Asian girl. So I made a song called about All My Friends Like Asian Girls. All my friends like Asian girls to entertain their lonely world. They are loyal and true won't stand up with someone new. I like Asian girls. I want an Asian girl. All my friends have Asian girls to date them in the lonely world. They will cook and sew for them and do dishes and clean to them. I want an Asian girl. I want an Asian girl. I heard they are loyal too. Won't run off with someone new. They are pretty gaining eyes with their love that attract their lies. I want an Asian girl. You want an Asian girl.
Nice.
And which other? You want to do one about the Denny's?
Yeah.
Girl? Okay.
Won't you tell Diane I love her? Won't you tell Diane I want her? She's the pretty waitress down at Denny's that serves the Grand Slam plenty. She told me she only wants a rich guy that has plenty money to idolize her. Won't you tell Diane I love her? Won't you tell Diane I want her? She's the pretty waitress down at Denny's, serves the glam slam plenty. Someday I hope I can make her mine, that she will love me and not go for the rich guys. Won't you tell Diane I want her? Won't you tell Diane I love her? She's the pretty waitress down at Denny's that serves the glam slam plenty.
By the way, if you're just tuning in, we are watching David Liebe Hart from 2004. David is 68 years old now, and I did eventually get him on Jimmy Kimmel Live back in 2004, and he sang a song about UFOs. But you can see that his original songs are very unique. His first one was about how all his friends love Asian girls. This song he just sang about an ode to a waitress at Denny's. Some of you have probably seen or heard of David Liebe Hart before. He has had a public access show for many years in Los Angeles. He has gained some national notoriety by being involved with the Tim and Eric show and did some stuff for those guys, and then wound up touring. And somebody mentioned in the chat that they actually saw him perform. Let's see. Pig Guy says, saw David at a college bar with 15 people, and he played for 3 hours. One of the most surreal experiences of my life. And the puppets that he had a unique smell. Okay. Okay. So let's go back and listen to some more David Liebe Hart.
And now Roberta stole my senorita, right?
Roberto took my senorita, and now I'm all by myself. Roberto took my senorita, now I got to find someone else. Richard said she'd never leave me. She was dishonest to me. Since she ran off with Roberto, my life's been going through sorrow because Roberto took my senorita, and now I'm all by myself. Roberto took my senorita, now I got to find someone else. Richard and Roberto lived out their fantasy by committing adultery. Roberto dumped Daisy and Bridget dumped Davy without any sympathy because Roberto took my senorita, and now I'm all by myself. Roberto took my senorita, now I got to find someone else. I won't go on the Jerry Springer show or Lori to cry my blues. I'm gonna find someone new that will be faithful and true because Roberto took my senorita, and now I'm all by myself. Roberto took my senorita, Now I got to find someone else. There's one short song I wrote about a train that went out of business. It's real short. I want to do it.
About a train?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, then we've got to get moving.
Just a little bit down. There you go, right there. Perfect.
So yes, Chris giving some applause there for sure. David Liebe Hart is a very unique talent. He actually performs frequently at the Hollywood Bowl out here in Los Angeles, actually outside the Hollywood Bowl as the crowd is coming in and leaving. He is often outside with one of his puppets performing, and you can always see him there if you're out in Los Angeles. Okay, let's go back. He's about to sing a song about a train that he wanted to sing. He is David has many interests, but trains are one of them.
And anytime, go.
This, long, long time ago, I rode on the North Shore Railroad. Long time ago. Oh, it didn't have to fold. I was just a little boy when trains became my joy. When I went up to luxury, all the way up to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, long time ago. I rode on the North Shore Railroad. Long time ago. Oh, it didn't have to fold. I would catch it in Chicago Loop, right down to Glenview, all the way to Zion, Waukesha, Wisconsin, and Milwaukee too. So long time ago, he rode on the North Shore Railroad. Long time ago. Oh, it didn't have to close. Now the cars and buses have taken the inner urbans off the track. One day the North Shore will be back with all its luxury to Wisconsin, you see, 'cause long time ago, he rode on the North Shore Railroad. Long time ago. Oh, I wish it didn't have to fold.
Yeah. Have you ever heard a railroad song like that? Forget about those hobo songs you've heard before. That's the one to listen to. Chris Bungo says, bravo. David does a lot of different styles, obviously, with his music. And Amanda Lust is mentioning that I still got to find that drawing that David Liebe Hart made of me. So yes, Amanda, actually, I do have the drawing that David Liebe Hart had drawn for me about when he was abducted by aliens. And I'm going to share that with you all. I think someone had asked where he had been abducted. Yes, Kale had asked where he was abducted. I believe it was when he was in Illinois when he was younger. But here is a great drawing that he did for me of him being abducted by the aliens. A lot of reflections there. Sorry about that. But yeah. There it is, David Hart. How about that, huh? You weren't expecting to see a David Liebe Hart original drawing of such scale, were you? So hope you enjoyed all of that with David Liebe Hart and James Quall. I thought now we might take a look at Mr. Phil. Mr. Phil is someone that we've seen before, but you haven't seen this audition before with his son. And Mr. Phil, I'm excited to say, is going to be joining us at our live show that we're doing in New York on November 13th as part of the New York Comedy Festival. And let's take a look at Mr. Phil and his son. Nope, that's not it. Almost
heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Downs can shining to a river. Life is older, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, all my memories gather around her. Miners, ladies, strangers to blue waters. Dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Misty taste of moonshine, teardrops in my eyes. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, I hear her voice in the morning, she calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. And driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have come yesterday. Yesterday, country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home. Country roads.
Wow, how about that? It's interesting. Like if you were to close your eyes while you were listening to that, it would almost sound like you were listening to John Denver, maybe singing along with someone else. But let's see. Michael Tomorrow says it looks like my lawyer moonlighting as a singer. Chris Bungo says what great almost harmony. Greg A says the harmonies are exquisite. So a lot of appreciation of the harmonies here. Greg A says that should have been a huge hit, that version. I agree. Pig Guy says pure country right there, folks. Matthew Fuller saying the music of John Denver is a hell of a drug. Jacob Winkleman says amazing. Matthew Fuller in the middle of this says, William Brown, will you be at the new live show? William Brown will be at our live show, actually, Matthew, if William hasn't answered that yet in the chat. And we're very excited about that. Do you want to hear more of Mr. Phil and Son? Because I have a feeling there might be a little more if you'd like to hear it. So Matthew Fuller saying amazing. Is if that's in response to this music, I'm guessing you want to hear more. Jacob Winkleman says yes, more. Chris Bungo says, of course. Greg A says yes. Michael Tomorrow says sure. I think we're going to hear some more Mr. Phil and Son. So let's go. Pig Guy calling for a nonstop Phil block. Here we go.
Okay, now 15.
15. Number 15. All right.
Wow, it sounds like they're at an oil change place with everyone. He calls for 15 and 15. Okay, here we go.
Hang on, I'm running.
Maybe I didn't love you quite as often as I could have. Maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I should have. If I made you feel second best, girl, I'm sorry I was blind. that you're mine. Little things I should have said and done, I just never took the time. But you were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Tell me that your sweet love hasn't died. Give me one more chance to keep you satisfied. I'll keep you satisfied. Little things I should have said and done, I just never took the time. But you were always on my mind. 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 Thank you. Good job, Mr. Phil. Yeah, good job, Alan. It's been years. Many years. Yeah.
All right, what do you got now?
Okay.
Whew. So I know a lot of you were tearing up during that from some of the comments that I saw there. Matthew Fuller had mentioned, I can taste the teardrops. And I was thinking, maybe in a country vein, they should have covered Freddie Fender's Before the Next Teardrop Falls. That might have been a good one too for them. Matthew, you triggered that thought. Amanda Lust, want to thank you for participating in the super chat. Amanda is saying, see you guys next month in New York City. Amanda's coming to the show. Awesome. I'll be bringing Kiwi Mark with me. Can't wait to see you, David, and the whole crew. Well, we can't wait to see you, Amanda Lust, and Kiwi Mark. And Amanda, hopefully you will be prepared to do your David impression, which is pretty phenomenal. If anyone hasn't seen it here, check out our Instagram or actually Amanda's Instagram, Birdegg, @Birdegg, and you can see her amazing impressions of David Green. Okay, and but thank you, Amanda, for the super chat, and also Chris Bungo Studios. These super chats go toward digitizing all this material that you're watching, so we appreciate that participation. Okay. Let's look at another incredible audition, some incredible audition footage of Milo Turk. And Milo Turk, I was fortunate enough to produce him on Jimmy Kimmel Live one night. Milo had gained some notoriety briefly appearing on American Idol in an early season. When was it? I think I wrote it down. Back in 2008. And then the let's see, did I have? No, I didn't write it down. Anyway, he was on Jimmy Kimmel Live, and then got to see Milo again when we were able to do our show at Philomoka, our live show in Philadelphia. Milo lived in New Jersey, so he was able to join us for that show. And so I got to know him a little better that night, and he was really just such a great guy. He was he did really unique songs. He had a very unique performing style, and he was just a really nice, sweet guy. Suzanne Muldowney was there that night as well, and he was just so nice to her and complimentary of her. And so here is some audition footage that Milo did when I was booking him on Jimmy Kimmel Live, doing some of his original songs, and they're great. So let's take a look. Wait a second.
I'm sitting around, minding my biz. Something's wrong and I don't know what it is. My girl comes around, she's an up the dress. She starts playing with me, all she wants is sex. But take it from me, hear what I say. I don't need that, there's a better way. So I promise to love as she strings along. Cause sex is weak and love is strong. No sex allowed. I don't want to be part of your crowd. No sex allowed. If you don't like it, get out of town. We touch and we feel our bodies just so. Whether she's satisfied, I don't know. She complains that she wants to go all the way. I think about it myself, but then I say, stop it now, the subject's getting old. Cause you don't use no birth control. No sex allowed. I don't wanna be part of your crowd. No sex allowed. If you don't like it, get out of town. She said, listen boy, what's the matter with you? Don't you dare deny that you want sex too. I said it's something that you can't explain. You're heading for the sun like a fool in the rain. HIV, pregnancy, and then what's next? Is it really worth it to have sex? No sex allowed. I don't want to be part of your crowd. No sex allowed. If you don't like it, get out of town. No sex allowed. No sex allowed. No sex allowed. No sex allowed. No sex allowed.
So the question was put in the chat. Was this an original song? Yes, Greg. Actually, Milo did these songs. These are original songs that he had done. So let's take a look at another one. That was kind of one of his trademark songs, No Sex Allowed. But let's take a look at another.
Misinterpretation, confusion in communication. Now you know I'm always faithful, though it don't always seem true. If I do something that's hateful, I won't break the rules. There are times when we confuse our roles. The reason why our feelings never show, you know it's misinterpretation, confusion in communication, the key to disintegration in our relation. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Misinterpretation, bad communication, worsen situations, incongruencies, what you see, cause of different expectations. Many things I say make you go away and forget the situation. That's why you gotta know what my feelings show. You know I'll always love you, that you can't deny. Although I never told you, it don't mean that I lied. Don't you cry, cause you think that I'm so cruel. Let it go by, cause I'm doing it all for you, thanks to misinterpretation, confusion in communication, the key to disintegration in our relations. Let's start again. Misinterpretation, confusion in communication, the key to disintegration in our relations. Let's start again. Misinterpretation, confusion in communication, the key to disintegration.
Wow, you're all very perceptive. Rocco 2025 says he's got those Joe Cocker hand moves. Yeah, that was an interesting thing about Milo. Milo always had these unusual hand moves when he was singing. So it's interesting you noticed that. Josh Chase says that mustache is in a league of its own. Looks like Mean Gene Okerlund. Yeah, it does have a he does have a Mean Gene Okerlund kind of vibe. So let's take a listen to another song by Milo Turk. Looks like we have a costume change for this one. Someone had mentioned in the chat Chinese Buffet. That was a song that he did when he joined us at our Philomoka live show, which is at Beyond Vaudeville on YouTube. We have that show up. I can't remember which song this is that he's about to do. I don't think it's Chinese Buffet, but let's take a listen.
She has lots of savoir-faire.
I mean, come on. How much do you love this guy, right? Milo Turk. That last song, it kind of had a Jonathan Richman vibe to it, I thought. He was branching out a bit from what you were all pointing out was more 80s kind of music. Chris Bungo is saying, oh, there's more? Yes, there is more. I believe these are a cappella versions. Let's take a look at some more Milo Turk.
I'm sitting around, minding my biz. Something's wrong and I don't know what it is. My girl comes around, she's an Oedipus Rex. She starts playing with me, all she wants is sex. But take it from me, hear what I say. I don't need that, there's a better way. So I promise her love as she strings along. Cause sex is weak and love is strong. No sex allowed. I don't want to be part of your crowd. No sex allowed. And if you don't like it, get out of town. We touch and we feel, our bodies just so. Whether she's satisfied, I don't know. She complains that she wants to go all the way. I think about it myself, but then I say, stop it now, the subject's getting old. Cause you don't use no birth control. No sex allowed. I don't want to be part of your crowd. No sex allowed. And if you don't like it, get out of town. She said, listen boy, what's the matter with you? Don't you dare deny that you want sex too. I said, it's something that you can't explain. You're heading for the sun like a fool in the rain. HIV, pregnancy, and then what's next? Is it really worth it to have sex? No sex allowed. I don't want to be part of your crowd. No sex allowed. And if you don't like it, get out of town. No sex allowed. No sex allowed. No sex allowed. Don't do it. Miss.
Another wardrobe change. Matthew Fuller is saying, responding to Amanda in the chat, is this man still with us alive? No, sadly. That's true, Matthew. He did pass away age 54 in 2021 from diabetes, unfortunately. Yeah, he was really phenomenal. And unfortunately, never had him on Beyond Vaudeville or Oddville, but I did get to, cross paths with him. He was in our Beyond Vaudeville live reunion show at Philomoka, but he was never on one of our TV shows. Okay, let's take another look at another one of his a cappella versions of his songs.
Interpretation. Misinterpretation, confusion in communication, the key to disintegration in our relations, yeah. Sometimes I may look angry, even though I'm cool. Other times I'm happy, though I look like a fool. Don't you know you misunderstand my emotions? So don't you go jump into the notion 'cause of misinterpretation. Confusion in communication, the key to disintegration in our relations. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know I'm always faithful, though it don't always seem true. The way I act you label, don't mean I broke the rules. There are times when we confuse our roles. It's the reason why our feelings never show. You know it's misinterpretation. Confusion in communication, the key to disintegration in our relations. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Misinterpretation, bad communication, worsens situations. Incongruency is what you see, cause of different expectations. Many things I say make you go away and forget the situation. That's why you gotta know what my feelings show. You know I'll always love you, that you can't deny. Although I never told you, it don't mean that I lied. Don't you cry, 'cause you think that I'm so cruel. Let it go by, 'cause I'm doing it all for you, thanks to misinterpretation. Confusion in communication, the key to disintegration. In our relations, let's start a misinterpretation. Confusion in communication, the key to disintegration. In our relations, let's start a misinterpretation. Confusion in communication, the key to disintegration. In our relations, let's start again.
Where else are you going to see this stuff, right? I mean, these are tapes that I've been holding on to for years, and just packed away in boxes. They were auditions that were done specifically for me. It's like these are really rare and obscure, but I'm so grateful that they still exist and are digitized. And I want to thank Chris Bungo and Amanda Lust for participating in the super chat and helping with that digitizing. It's I'm so grateful to have this footage. There's one more short version, I think, a cappella version of that song that last song he did with instrumentation, "The Girl with Prose." I think this is coming up.
I once knew a girl with whom I had a fling. She's an ordinary girl who says extraordinary things. She has lots of savoir-faire, but when she talks she isn't fair, even though her looks are fine. She knows how to pose even though she's a girl with prose. To herself she's honest, but she's still commonplace. When she talks about others, she just has no taste. Her lips won't stop moving, but her kiss can't stop a clock. She's got lips of bitter wine. She smells like a rose, even though she's a girl with pros. Don't say what you don't know, 'cause rumors can rip. Baby, speak to me with your eyes this time and not your lips. Da 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 da. I don't know why I love her. We'll just look at her curves. But her gossip is destructive. She gets me on my nerves. She's gonna hurt somebody if she doesn't stop at once. It's the dust of the evil tongue. I must get up and go just because she's a girl with pros. A girl with pros. A girl with pros. A girl with pros.
Whew. Just have to digest that. Milo Turk. Man, oh man. John Toth says Milo isn't feeling it without the head tilt. Yeah, that was another thing about him, John, the way he would kind of tilt his head as he would sing and do this stuff with his hands, and his dancing and the shorts and the originality of his music. Wow, Milo Turk. Wherever you are, Milo Turk, we're loving you. We're feeling you. Great stuff. Okay, so let's take a look at one of my original discoveries, Stryker. I've actually been finding a bunch of stuff that Stryker sent me later in his life, which is just a treasure trove that I've been finding. By the way, Marcus Rosen is saying Milo released an EP in 2007 that was apparently nowhere to be found online until someone uploaded it to archive in 2021. Oh, cool. Okay, so here is Stryker. I believe it's one of his grandkids singing the first song he ever wrote. Matthew Fuller is saying the time to be happy is now. That's one of Stryker's songs, but that's not what you're going to hear. You're going to hear the first song he wrote when he was in elementary school. The way he tells the story, he at night fell asleep and he had a dream that he described as a Technicolor dream, and it was with a little dwarf who was jumping around singing or saying, "Don't cry, crunchy wunchy." And when he woke up, Stryker went to school. He was in elementary school, and he started singing his first original song, "Don't Cry, Crunchy Wunchy," based on this dream. And he explained it to the teacher, and a songwriting and singing career was born. So here is Stryker singing his first song he ever wrote, "Don't Cry, Crunchy Wunchy," to his grandson's guinea pig for some reason. So let's bring that up.
I wrote a song called "Once Cry, Crunchy Wunchy," and that was inspired by Technicolor Dream, which a dwarf was running around in my sleep and cereal was crackling all around. When I woke up, I wrote "Don't Cry, Crunchy Wunchy." I'm going to sing that song to see if Buttercup will stop crying. I didn't mean to hurt you, honey. I wouldn't hurt you for the world. Tomorrow's gonna be sunny. Dry your tears, baby girl. Don't cry, crunchy crunchy, honey, I'm in love with you. I've got a hunchy, onesie that you love me too. I hate to see my Snooky Wookiees blue. It turns my little heart to tears. And when evening comes to me and you, I want to be the comfort to your fears. Don't cry, baby, wavy, everything'll be alright. If our lips go crunchy, wunchy, this will be a wonderful night. Don't cry, baby, wavy, everything'll be alright. If our lips go crunchy, wunchy, this will be a wonderful night. Crunchy, wunchy, crunchy, wunchy. She liked it. What do you think?
Yeah.
In the last
I don't think she's crying anymore.
Emmett McAvoy also
If our lips go crunchy wunchy, it will be a wonderful night. It's a very romantic notion, lips going crunchy wunchy. So that was Stryker doing Don't Cry Crunchy Wunchy, his first song ever. Here is, I showed once before Jackie Brown when I had booked her on Jimmy Kimmel Live doing her animal impressions. And this was her on a public access show she did in Los Angeles doing some of these impressions as well. So let's take a look at this footage of Jackie Brown.
Kangaroo, arp, 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 and seagull, arp, arp, and bull, a dog. This is French poodle, yip, 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 and a big dog, arf, 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 and a bull. And a goat. Bah, bah, and a baboon. And a hog call. A hog call. Here, suey, 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 suey. Here, piggy, 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 piggy. And George of the jungle. George of the jungle. I'm George of the jungle. I'm free as can be. Look out for that tree. I'm George of the jungle. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm George of the jungle, strong as can be. Ooh, ooh. And
There you have it. Jackie Brown doing some impressions, just breaking up some of the music that we've been listening to. Let's see. William Brown says to Mr. Fuller, hello, William Brown, by the way, the only hint I knew of Stryker's marital troubles was that song he sang to his daughter, Francesca, on a 1993 show. Yeah, well, William Stryker did have some marital troubles. Namely, his wife didn't want to be married to him anymore early on. I don't know how early on it was, but relatively early on in his full life. She wanted the marriage ended. He never wanted it ended, and he spent a lot of time writing songs in efforts to try to bring couples who had broken apart back together, maybe his own couple, and he made efforts to write to presidents, trying to get the president involved in keeping marriages together. It was a big part of his mission. And there, William Brown mentions that, yes, trying to peddle a Family Preservation Act proposal to then new President Bill Clinton. And he did that with some other presidents as well. He communicated with them. So let's go now to Larry Wildman Fisher. So Larry Wildman Fisher, I first found out about him on the Dr. Demento show when he would play My Name is Larry, this street singer from Los Angeles. Larry was in the 1960s, in its heyday on the Sunset Strip, while Larry Wildman Fisher would perform on the streets as a street singer. And Frank Zappa decided to produce an album with him, and actually did a double album with him on his Bizarre label, and it's right here. It was a gatefold about Wildman Fisher, and a double album set of just him singing largely a cappella, but there's some like Zappa-like instrumentation in there. I had always wanted to meet Larry Wildman Fisher. And when I was working at Jimmy Kimmel Live, I tried to get him on the show and had him come in for an audition. It took some work, but there were some nice guys that were doing a documentary on him, and they helped arrange to get Wildman there. Wildman was a very temperamental guy, so it wasn't easy getting him to come in for an audition. But he did, and I brought all my albums with me. And he proceeded, he was very flattered by that. And he proceeded to sign every album, right there. You can see the date. It was September 24th, 2004. Signed that one. He signed this one. This was put out. This was his first record on Rhino. That was kind of a comeback as he was getting some notoriety on Dr. Demento. This one he signed as well. This was he eventually ended up teaming up with Barnes and Barnes, the Fishheads guys, and they produced this album. And then there's also this one that he also signed, and even this one, which was sort of a weird later one, and he signed that as well. So when Wildman was here for the audition, he warmed up a little bit when I showed him all these albums, and he warmed up even more when I just started naming his songs off the top of my head that I'd like him to audition with, and was able to sing along with him on some of them. And anyway, here is the audition with Larry Wildman Fisher.
I have a sister, her name is Joyce. Hi Joyce, hi Larry, my name is Larry. Is he filming now?
Are we rolling?
We just started rolling.
I have an uncle, his name is Sonny. Hi Uncle Sonny, hi Larry, my name is Larry. My name is Larry. I have a sister, her name is Joyce. Hi Joyce, hi Larry, my name is Larry. My name is Larry, my name is Larry. Okay.
This is the taster. Come on, let's do the taster. When my love was so graceful, when the things of the past were just as good as the rest. Well, I knew a girl, just a one certain girl, who taught me the taster, and it's good as the twister. Come on, let's do the taster. When my love was so graceful, when the things of the past were just as good as the rest. Well, I knew a boy, just a one certain boy, who goes around tasting things and all around tasting things. Come on, let's do the taster. When my love was so graceful, when the things of the past were just as good as the rest. Well, I knew a nurse, see, just a one certain nursey, who goes around putting things in everyone's purses. Come on, let's do the taster. When my love was so graceful, when the things of the past were just as good as the rest. Well, I knew a doctor, just a one certain doctor, who goes around putting things in everyone's octors. Come on, let's do the taster. When my love was so graceful, when the things of the past were just as good as the rest. Well, I knew a rat, one certain rat, who climbed a mountain just for a cat. Oh, come on, let's do the taster. When my love was so graceful, when the things of the past were just as good as the rest. And that is how you do the taster. Now come on, darling, oh, now let's do the taster. And that is how you do the taster. Okay.
That's great.
By the way, Matthew Fuller points out the studio version of the taster is stellar. It absolutely is, Matthew. Wildman did get his start as a street singer with these catchy songs, original songs. I mean, listen to those lyrics. I once knew a rat that climbed up the hill to get a cat or something. But yeah, if you can listen, I'm sure on YouTube you can hear all these albums that I showed. But the version of the taster that has the instrumentation is really fun. But this is all a cappella. This is all audition footage. Again, very, very rare. Enjoy.
Nervous.
No, that was great, Larry. And how about Derailroaded you want to do, right? Yeah.
Tape continues.
And again, just introduce it,
Derailroaded. I have been derailroaded by everybody. They are liars and they are thieves and they left me to stand around like a derailroaded fool. Oh, I have been derailroaded by everybody. They are liars and they are thieves and they left me to stand around like a derailroaded fool. Okay.
Cool. The wristband. Okay. Because if he does go on the show and we have to show, okay. Yeah.
Take the wristband off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stand by there.
Ready, Papa? Is it filming?
Tape is rolling.
Come, you rolling?
Yes, I am.
Come on, baby, let's do the popper. Don't it take a much to do the little popper? Come on, baby, let's do the popper. Don't it take a much to do the little popper? Popper boom boom boom, popper boom boom. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh yeah, come on, baby, let's do the popper. Don't it take a bite to do the little popper? Come on, baby, let's do the popper. Popper, boom, 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 pop, 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 pop.
Nice.
Okay.
You got the pep.
No, I don't. Oh, you knew about the pep.
The pep, yeah. He did a
Well, you
song
got all
about
my
that.
albums. You hear all the time.
All right. How about I look around you? We were talking.
Remember I told you I have chest pains? I've been having chest pains lately.
You said you went to the doctor.
I know, but I should let you know that I may stop for a while.
Okay, if you need to, let us know.
If
Okay.
the chest pains come.
You got it.
Can you blame me? I mean, my health is more important than this.
Absolutely.
All right.
So I look around you, right? What we were gonna do?
I don't like that.
Don't want to do that
What
one?
else?
Okay. How about I'm walking down the street?
I'm walking down the street. You rolling? I'm walking down the street and nobody's happy. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. No, they're not. They're not happy. They're not snappy. I'm walking down the street and nobody's happy. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. No, they're not. They're not snappy. They're not happy.
Nice. Okay. And how about monkeys versus donkeys?
What about do the Wild Man?
Do the Wild Man? Okay, that's good.
There's a new dance going round the land. Come on, everybody, do the Wild Man. Do the Wild Man in a telephone booth. Do the Wild Man and regain your youth. Do the Wild Man, do the Wild Man. Do the Wild Man, do the Wild Man. Do the Wild Man at the midnight mass. Do the Wild Man, do the Wild Man.
Great. How about, do you want to do merry-go-round?
Okay. Let me just take a little breath.
Sure.
I've been having chest pains.
Okay.
Come on, let's merry-go, merry-go, merry-go-round. Boop, 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 merry-go, merry-go, merry-go-round. Boop, 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 merry-go, merry-go, merry-go-round. Boop, 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 me and you can go merry-go-round. It's very easy, just go up and down. Come on, let's merry-go, merry-go, merry-go-round. Boop, 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 merry-go, merry-go, merry-go-round. Boop, 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 merry-go, merry-go, merry-go-round.
Nice. And now, do you want to try anything?
Don't ever forget the money. Let me do that one.
Okay.
Don't ever forget the money. Don't ever forget the money. Don't ever forget the money. Got that filmed?
Absolutely.
And Larry, do you want to try any of those that we did without the
I think
guitar?
we're finished.
Is that good?
I think that's good enough.
I just want to.
I'll bang on the back.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Rolling. I'll take my monkeys, you'll take your donkeys, we'll have a race right now. I'll bet my monkeys against your donkeys, the better we'll win right now. Oh, ball, 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 ball. Ball, 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 ball. Doo, 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 doo. Can't you see they're going around the turn now? I'll take my monkeys, you'll take your donkeys, we'll have a race right now. I'll bet my monkeys against your donkeys, the better we'll win right now. Oh, ball, 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 ball. Ball, 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 ball. I'll take my monkeys, you'll take your donkeys. Can't you see? I forgot the song.
Ah, that was going so great.
I forgot the song.
So I'm just looking at some of the comments. Mr. Midnight says, this one is good. Yes, that's actually the song that he ended up singing on Jimmy Kimmel Live. So, you're seeing raw audition footage, and, it's like you don't always see the raw footage. This was, some stuff was working, some stuff wasn't. But it was all fascinating to me just because I'd long been interested in the Wildman's career. He was singing that song complaining about money before. He was very mad at Frank Zappa because he felt like Frank Zappa, his career never went anywhere, even though Frank Zappa had produced that album. And Frank Zappa eventually, the word was that he had wanted nothing to do with Larry Wildman because he had Larry over at his studio one time. And according to Wildman, he had told me that he threw a hairbrush across the room and it grazed the head of a young moon unit. And that supposedly is why Frank decided, okay, I'm not dealing with Larry Wildman anymore, which also might answer the question to you, William Brown. You're saying that unlike Wayne Cochran or Tiny Tim, Mr. Fisher never did the Jackie Gleason show. Yeah, I don't think, someone else pointed out that Dennis Devine pointed out that Larry did appear on Laugh-In, but, it was hard for a lot of shows to produce someone like Larry Fisher because he just would have his moods, and you see a little bit of it here on this audition. But let's go back and take a look at a little more.
Almost there. I think there was only one thing left on it, right?
I forgot the song. You see, I haven't done. You see, I've been so still by not working in so long
That was going great.
that I forgot.
If you're up to it.
I know it'd be better if we had the right ending. I'm sorry about that. I
That's okay.
screwed up.
It's okay. We'll work with that if that's what you want to work with. Or if you want to try one more, then,
Okay, we'll do one more.
Okay, cool.
Oh boy,
Don't worry about it. Tape is cheap.
it's not that cheap, is it cheap?
Yeah, tape is cheap.
Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. I'll take my monkeys, you'll take your donkeys, we'll have a race right now. I'll bet my monkeys against your donkeys, the better will win right now. Oh, ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Dun 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 dun. Can't you see they're going around the turn now? I'll take my monkeys, you'll take your donkeys, we'll have a race right now. Can't you see my monkeys have beaten your donkeys? The race is over now. Oh, ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Dun 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 dun. Woo! Dun 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 dun. Woo! Dun 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 dun. Woo! Okay, there.
Okay, so we're good.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, let me make sure. Because there were certain things I wanted to do I didn't do on the video. Okay. My name is Larry. My name is Larry. I have a sister. Her name is Joyce. Hi, Joyce. Hi, Larry. My name is Larry. My name is Larry. I have a cousin. His name is Harvey. Hi, Harvey. Hi, Larry. My name is Larry. My name is Larry. I have a grandfather. His name is Grandpa. Hi, Grandpa. Hi, Larry. That's it. I think the first one was better, actually.
Well, you know what? We'll look at the
got
tape.
them both.
Whichever
We got
one
them
is the
both.
strongest we'll
Okay.
use.
All right.
And there you have it, Larry Wildman Fisher. Dennis Devine says, Fisher seems like he really likes to perform, but you can see how he might just as easily talk himself out of it with no notice. Yes, the night that he was on Jimmy Kimmel Live, every so often there will be someone that you're producing where you just not sure it's going to go as planned. And but he rose to the occasion and he did a great job, and happy that we got to have him on the show. That was in this audition, and that appearance was in 2004. And he lived to until 2011 when we lost Larry Wildman Fisher. Somebody mentioned in the comments that the story was, Michael Tomorrow says, I heard it was a coffee mug that was thrown and it almost hit Zappa's wife's head. Michael, there have been a few versions of this story, and I'm just telling you what Wildman told me, which was a hairbrush thrown that grazed Moon Unit's head. So who knows? Okay, so that was Wildman Fisher. And if you're just tuning in, we are looking at some rare audition footage of performers that I've worked with over the years. And we have another one here of a familiar face. This person was on both Beyond Vaudeville and Oddville multiple times. And he is the great original poet, former postal worker, Bingo Gazingo.
Dope, and I don't smoke tobacco. Go, go, go! Hey, hey, hey! Wow, wow, wow! Bop, 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 bop! I'm the greatest rock and roller in the world. I'm straight, I'm straight. Oh, married a boy in Connecticut. Whatever happened to Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, and and Monica Lewinsky and Al Gore. But most of all, whatever happened to Michael Jackson? Whatever happened to George Bush's brain? Whatever happened to Elvis Presley? He went to the toilet and he never came out. Whatever happened to you and me? But most of all, whatever happened to Michael Jackson? Whatever happened to Marilyn Monroe? She went to bed and never got up. Whatever happened to James Dean? He went for a ride and he never came back. But most of all, whatever happened to Jackson Michaels, Anglo-Saxons? Ever onward, ever downward we go. But most of all, whatever happened to Michael Jackson? I go into a trance every time I see Michael Jackson dance. Bop, 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 boom, 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 bang, 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 go, 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 hey, 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 wow, 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 wow. But most of all, whatever happened to Michael Jackson? I never did anything underhand in Wonderland. I can prove it. I'm marrying Martha Stewart. Boom, boom, boom. Blah, blah, bang. Bang, bang, bang. I'm walking on the moon. Boom, boom, boom. I'm fond of Arnold. I'm fond of Donald. But I'm not a girly, girly boy. But most of all, whatever happened to Michael Jackson? But most of all, whatever happened to Michael Jackson? Goodbye.
Yeah, Bingo Gazingo, doing what he loved. Bingo was an original. He wrote all his poetry original. He was, as somebody's pointing out, Matthew Fuller says that he's a guy who used to be a mail carrier. He used to work for the Postal Department, Matthew. I'm not sure in what capacity. But in his retirement, he just became this poet who would go to all these clubs in the Lower East Side of New York and do his poetry, and kind of got embraced. People really loved him. Unfortunately, in New Year's Day 2010, he was 85 years old, and he was going to the Bowery to do some poetry at the Bowery Poetry Club, and he got hit by a cab. And unfortunately, that was the end of Bingo Gazingo. But he lives on with these performances that he did for us, and pretty phenomenal. This is a 45 that he did. Are You a Lover? Bingo Gazingo in the 8th grade. And this is actually up on the Beyond Vaudeville shop at Etsy. It's even signed by him. Here's to You with Love. One of the many treasures that you can find at our Beyond Vaudeville shop on Etsy. So if you're interested in that, or a t-shirt like this, or any of our other memorabilia, or t-shirts, whatever, just check us out, Etsy.com, and do a search for Beyond Vaudeville. Okay, let's see. What else do we have here? Mr. Midnight saying that was a haunting performance for the Halloween season. Matthew Fuller recalling Psycho, which he did on Beyond Vaudeville, another one of his great poems. This, I'm going to show you now an artist who This is a rapper, and this is his appearance on Jimmy Kimmel Live when I was producing the Future Talent Showcase segment. And he went by the name KT. And let's take a look at rapper KT.
Somewhere there's a girl for me, there's a girl for KT. Somewhere there's a girl just for me, there's a girl for KT. Somewhere, I was looking for a girl every day last week. It turned into a daily game of hide and go seek. Where every place I went, a girl wasn't there. I went around the world, I haven't found a girl. I even called a dating game to get me a girl, but I still didn't win, so I tried again. Somewhere there's a girl just for me, there's a girl for KT. Somewhere there's a girl just for me, there's a girl for KT. Somewhere, I try to find the true love I never had. To be with me, to die for me. When things go wrong, when things go right, you always be my heart. Just as apart, your mind was lost. You didn't choose me, your heart was broke, but not by KT. Somewhere there's a girl just for me, there's a girl for KT. Somewhere there's a girl just for me, there's a girl for KT. Somewhere.
Fantastic, KT. KT, everybody. KT Perfect has moved to Fridays. Please make a note of it. And also, our future talent showcaser tonight, KT. KT, is that your full name, KT?
Yeah, that's my abbreviation.
That's your abbreviation. What is your real name?
My real name is Kenny Wayne Tate.
Kenny Wayne Tate.
Yeah, I don't like Kenny because there's too many Kennys.
I've always said that. And so you shortened it down to KT.
Yeah.
And that works for you.
Yes.
Tell me about your music.
It's inspiration is about loneliness, you know. When it hurt real bad, you can sing it, you know, make it seem bad, you know.
Now, do you have a girlfriend?
No, I don't have one.
But somewhere out there's a girl for you.
Yes.
Right. And what kind of a woman are you looking for?
I look for a nice lady, independent, don't beg for money that much, and it works.
Now, when you say don't beg for money that much, I mean, is it okay? Like, how often would it be okay for her to beg?
Well, you gotta be a good reason to do it, though.
Like, for instance, what would be a good reason?
Oh, I need some clothes.
Oh, like, all right.
What about would you get our hair done?
Yeah, something like that.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right, so that's a good reason. What would be a bad reason?
Doing bad things with it.
Like what?
You know what?
Like throwing coins hard at babies?
Yeah.
I gotcha. I'm totally on board. And so have you had much luck with the ladies in general?
No.
You have not?
No.
How do you go about meeting them?
Well, just talk to them in a nice, presentable way, but they like more licking than sticking, though.
What's that?
They like more licking than sticking, though.
I don't know what that means. KT. Now I see why you don't use your full name.
Yeah.
Do you use that line on the ladies?
No.
No, yeah. Yeah. Well, I tell you what, you know, if there are ladies that are interested in dating you, I mean, is there a way that they could get a hold of you?
Yeah, they can.
How can they do that?
So was the girl for me.
I see. So they should just contact you telepathically.
Yeah.
When was the last time you had a girlfriend?
Long time ago.
Long time? How long?
About 10 years.
About 10 years ago. Wow, that is a long time.
Yeah.
Wow. And why don't you go on one of these computer dating services or something?
Yeah, my mother said I need to go on a dating game.
Do you live with your mother?
Yes.
Yeah, that may be the first step. That might be step number one. But dating game is the old way. Now you get on the... Are you Jewish?
No.
Uh-huh. Okay. Well, you should get on like a matchmaker type of thing. Do you have a computer at home?
No.
Do you have a calculator?
Yeah, I got that.
Okay, what you need to do is bang on your calculator as hard as you can, and eventually Jesus will bring you a woman.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Well, congratulations, Ken. Do you have an album out?
I'll be having one pretty soon.
You will. And will there be a music track on the album? Because the a cappella rap, I mean, that's something you don't hear that much.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we have a lot to talk about, you and I.
Okay.
All right. You sit there quietly during this next commercial break, and then we'll resume the conversation, all right?
Kenny Tate, KT the rapper, pretty phenomenal. So there you have it. That is what I had to share with you tonight. I want to thank everybody for joining us here. And Sty Arch is saying, got here late, but want to let Rich know that I really enjoyed his appearance on Frank Santopadre's Fun for All Ages. Well, thank you, Sty. Sorry you got here late, though, because here's what you missed, right, everybody? You missed Larry Wildman Fisher. You missed James Quall. You missed David Liebe Hart. You missed Milo Turk. Maybe you caught KT just in that last part. You missed Jackie Brown. You missed Stryker singing Don't Cry, Crunchy Wunchy. However, Sty Arch, I am glad that you got to hear the Frank Santopadre podcast. And and I'm just teasing you, Sty. You can watch this whole thing played back at Beyond Vaudeville on YouTube. So an important reminder to all of you to like, follow, and subscribe at Beyond Vaudeville on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. We're going to be doing our live show November 13th in New York City, and currently sold out, but we'll see about trying to figure out how to do some additional shows. What else? I mentioned the Etsy shop, Beyond Vaudeville at Etsy. Jacob Winkleman saying, awesome stream. Thank you, Jacob. Chris Bungo saying, great stuff tonight. Mr. Midnight saying, a knockout show. Bravo. Glad you all enjoyed it. Actually, Chris Bungo, I also want to thank you in particular and Amanda Lust for participating in the super chat, which helps go toward digitizing all this footage. And there's lots of this footage. I just continue to just keep pulling it out of boxes and unearthing more and more of it. And it's fun for me to watch because I haven't seen some of this stuff in decades. And I didn't, I don't always even know the stuff that I have, some of this audition footage and some of these songs that people were singing that I didn't remember because it had been so long ago. Anyway, thank you all for joining. And I guess we'll do this again sometime. It just seems like if I build it, you will come. So thanks, everybody. Have a great night, great day, wherever you are in the world. See you soon. Bye.